Yeah. God's doing a great work in me for sure, and certainly He purposed me straight for His purpose, purposely my first degree. God's doing a great work in me, a one that's serving me. I'm serving He, that means I'm serving three, doing it perfectly. He picked me up and threw me in the promised land, let me know that I'm the man, and He's still been promising. Brought me up from bottom, man, had to slap from 5 like domino. He upheld His right hand, still dominant, honoring the righteous. Yo, it's your bro, Mr. Israelite, coming to you live in effect, letting all the people know that it's real life. And I know it don't sound like Israel, but I want to reassure you that this is real. So sit back, take a seat, and just inhale. And then exhale. Cause I don't want to see none of my people inhale, man. Alright. And today, we gonna get it in on a little story called, I think that's wrong. What? A little video. We gonna get it in on react off a video called "Why Did Satan Fight Michael over Moses' Body?" Now, I brought this up in a different video. I went ahead and told y'all why. I'm gonna tell y'all why again if they don't. You know, I kind of want to see what they gonna say. Which video was that I told y'all in? Because I'm gonna make y'all reference and go back and do y'all research. We gotta start practicing doing our research, people. It's really big out here. We need to start normalizing doing research on stuff. Yeah, Mr. Israelite discovers who the two witnesses of Revelation are out here in these Israel streets. Now, that's really the name. That's the whole name. If you want to search it, it's Mr. Israelite discovers who the two witnesses of Revelation are out here in these Israel streets, man. I can't make this up, you know, and I gave a really good take on that, man. Y'all need to, if y'all don't know about the two witnesses, please do your research, man. It's a really good story. I advise y'all to go back and check that one out. You know, there's some nice tidbits in there. You know, definitely what's gonna happen in these Israel streets out here. We need to know about this. This is Mr. Israelite, and it's real fights going on out here. I'm trying. I can't make this up. I'm trying to tell you. So, all right, let me go ahead and. By the way, I'm not gonna get into Michael, but the Archangel Michael is the real deal. It's only a couple of angels that's ever been mentioned, even in the Bible, that we know the names of. But if you look into the Book of Enoch, he describes these things very well. It's also another book that I want to tell you, but I'm not, because I'm not too sure of that one. You know, it's crazy though. It's really crazy. But yeah, look into the Book of Enoch. It's trusted. If you ask me, it's trusted. People, if you look online and say, "Oh, it's not trusted," no, it's trusted. Trust me. This is why they don't want you to look into it, because it's gonna explain everything. My advice to you is don't even read it. Go get one of the audio dudes who are reading it to you, and you can follow along if you like. They actually gonna put the words up there for you anyway. You can follow along, but it's crazy. And if you're not already in the Bible, don't even try it. Don't go there. Open up the first one, even though Enoch was in the original Bible, just to let y'all know. Yeah, but yeah, but no, don't try it. Start at Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and then go off into all of the Paul text and John text out thereafter, and yeah, and yeah, if you want to understand your history, going back to Genesis and all of that, you know, Exodus and all of that, and get hip to Moses and all your grandfathers and all your fathers' and your ancestors. Yeah, go back and do that research too. Enoch is one of them, just to let you know. But let's see why Let's see why Michael. Hold on, let me pull it up first. I know the answer to this, but this other guy had a weird answer from the other video. Had a weird answer, and I'm just like, what? And I even said, like, yo, I think I know more than this guy. I don't know. You got the tie on and all of that. I'm out here in these Israel streets living my best Israel life. and he got the suit and tie on, old as fart, and don't know nothing, man. Don't know nothing, man. It's just crazy. People be out here, don't judge a book by its cover. I used to work at Lockheed Martin. I know I'll be talking y'all ears off, but who else gonna listen to me if it ain't y'all? Um, those are rocket scientists in there, right? Like I used to work with rocket scientists. I know I don't look like I did. You'd be surprised at all of the things that I've done that I don't look like I've done. But your boy respected out here. A lot of respectable places, a lot of respectable people. Respect me. And you will too if you keep following along. So now follow along. I came to realize that old saying, it don't take a rocket scientist to know. Y'all need to stop saying that. Because you know what rocket scientists do? You know what they know? They only know one thing. I promise you. That's how to build rockets, and satellites, and things like that. That's it. They've been doing that so long that they literally don't know nothing else. So stop saying that because I couldn't believe it. They only know how to build rockets, okay? So yeah, it do take more than a rocket scientist for sure. It takes somebody with some common sense because you lose common sense when you were freaking rocket scientist for 40 years. Might be hard to hold a regular conversation after that, But yeah, did I already put this up? I already put this up, right? I already. Yeah, he up there. He up there. All right. Let's get this party started.
Have you ever wondered why Satan, the prince of darkness, would go to battle over a lifeless body? That's exactly what happened in one of the Bible's most mysterious events. Satan fought Michael, the archangel, for the body of Moses. But why? What really happened during this cosmic confrontation, and why is it so important for us today? Stay with us because this story will change the way you see spiritual warfare forever. In Jude 1 verse 9, the Bible unveils a moment of intense conflict between two cosmic forces. But Michael the archangel, when he disputed with the devil and argued about the body of Moses, did not dare pronounce against him a railing judgment, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." This single verse raises so many questions. Why would Satan want Moses' body? Why didn't Michael directly confront Satan, and what does this story reveal about spiritual warfare? To understand, we must explore Moses' death, the motives of Satan, and the divine significance of this cosmic battle. To unravel this mystery, let's start with Moses' death. In Deuteronomy 34 verses 5 to 6, the Bible tells us, "So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. And he buried him in the valley in the land of Moab, opposite Beth-peor, but no man knows his burial place to this day." This raises a huge question. Why would God himself bury Moses, and why would he make the location of the grave a secret? Scholars suggest that God hid Moses' body to prevent the Israelites from turning it into an object of worship, knowing their history with idolatry. Remember the golden calf in Exodus 32? But Satan knew this too. He hid Moses' body, himself bury Moses, and why would he make the location of the grave a secret?
So, for those who don't know, God actually buried Moses himself, as you just heard. And if you didn't, I'm telling you. And this guy actually got it right. You know why he did that. Most people don't know that. Look at the 444. I've been seeing these numbers are tripping. Just so y'all know, I'm about to blow. I'm just telling you, I'm about to blow. Whatever. Y'all need to know because it's part of my testimony. God has been speaking to me through numbers, and this 444 been tripping. It's out of control. But note the time and the date when I said this.
Scholars suggest that God hid Moses' body to prevent the Israelites from turning it into an object of worship, knowing their history with idolatry. Remember the golden calf in Exodus 32? But Satan knew this too. He saw an opportunity to exploit the Israelites' weakness and twist Moses' legacy. Imagine how he could have used Moses' body as a powerful idol, corrupting their faith in God. This is where the story takes a dramatic turn. Satan, filled with hatred and cunning, appeared to claim Moses' body. But why would he, the enemy of God, care so much about Moses? Some scholars suggest Satan may have argued that Moses, having sinned by striking the rock in anger, Numbers 20:10-12, belonged to him. Satan, the accuser of God's people, likely wanted to discredit Moses' legacy and disrupt God's plan for Israel. But standing against Satan was Michael, the archangel.
First off, that wouldn't make any sense. Satan coming to claim his body because he sinned against God. First off, what is a body? That doesn't make any sense, whoever said that, because what is a body? It's just dirt. We're dirt. He took it, he formed us like clay. Red clay, by the way. Do your research on the original man, the original people. Yeah. It's Mr. Israelite. Yeah. So, he wouldn't have been able to gain access to Moses' soul, which is really what he wants. So, if you can't get the soul, ashes to ashes, dust to dust on the body. No, he needed that body to embalm that body, to preserve that body, to mummify that body, so they can treat it like an idol. Yeah. I said in the last video, they would have exalted that. You think that they worshiping Mary. Boy, oh boy. Nah, they'd have really worshiped Moses. Mary ain't even do nothing. She just gave birth like all the other women that ever existed. Not to discredit Mary. You know, I'm not trying to discredit anybody for what they've done. But, and who she gave birth to was a king. The king. Of all kings. So, that's great. But we ain't sitting there worshiping Moses, Mom. And I'm not comparing anybody to Jesus Christ. Please stop it. But yeah, we definitely, as a people, are known for worshiping. If you just read the Bible, we just find anything to worship. Y'all out here worshiping the stars. Stars ain't never done nothing for y'all. The dang on constellations. You want to worship the water, the wind. You just find stuff. Rocks, crystals. The list goes on. You just find anything to worship and give the glory to. You know, you want to worship. Anyway, I'm not here to condemn. But yeah, this is why.
Known as God's warrior, Michael stepped in to protect Moses' body from falling into the wrong hands. What's fascinating is how Michael fought not with physical strength or insults, but with these powerful words, "The Lord rebuke you." Michael understood a critical truth. Spiritual battles are won not by our power, but by God's authority.
So stop trying to fight with your fists. When you got a problem with somebody, please pray about it. Ask God to deliver you. Ask God to fight your battles. God said vengeance is his. You fight with the word of God. Your tongue is a sword, so stop cursing people out and hit them with a blessing. Hit them with a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Hit them with truth. But the cursing, the damnation needs to stop. That works.
Even Michael, as powerful as he is, relied on the Lord to defeat Satan. After Michael's victory, the Bible remains silent about where Moses' body was taken. But one thing is clear: God's purpose for Moses was not finished. Centuries later, in the New Testament, Moses appears alongside Elijah during the transfiguration of Jesus, Matthew 17, verse 3. This shows that Moses was not only honored by God, but also given a role in pointing to the coming of the Messiah. God's plan for Moses' life and death was ultimately fulfilled, despite Satan's schemes. This reminds us that no matter how fierce the battle, God's purpose always prevails. So, what can we learn from this mysterious battle? First, it teaches us the reality of spiritual warfare, how Satan seeks to twist and destroy God's plans. But more importantly, it shows us the power of relying on God's authority. Like Michael, we don't have to fight in our own strength. The Lord is the one who gives us victory. Just as God protected Moses' body and preserved his legacy, he is faithful to protect his people today. Whatever battles you're facing, remember, the Lord rebukes the enemy, and his plans for you cannot be thwarted. Now it's your turn. What do you think Satan's true motive was in fighting for Moses' body? Let us know in the comments below.
I honestly think that the true motive is what these nice young ladies and gentlemen said. I think that's exactly why Satan wanted Moses' body. It was to make an idol out of it. We have a thing as a people to make an idol out of anything. Other people, heck, we got the TV show American Idol. Like, oh, that's my idol. Like, God said, don't make an idol out of nothing. You're not supposed to have an idol. I mean, I'm a fan of people. Like, oh man, that's my dog. That's my artist. I love him. He's not my idol. I don't have an idol. I've never, and honestly, even when I was a super fan, I didn't want to be like DMX. I didn't want to be like, when I was younger, I used to love Juvenile. I didn't want to be like Juvenile. I didn't want to be like, who else did I like? I didn't want to be like Lil Wayne. I didn't want to be like Nas. I didn't want to be like Jadakiss. I didn't want to be like Tupac. I didn't want to be like Biggie. I didn't want to be like, these are my favorites. You know. By the way, I know my list be exquisite too. But yeah, I didn't want to be like these people. I enjoyed them for what they brought to the table. But yeah. And another thing, I'm gonna leave off this by saying this, closing off this. Yeah, fight with God's word. This is why you can't win. You only win when you fight with God's word. When you got a problem at work, you have to pray about it and you have to believe that God is going to fight this battle for you. He wants to. You need to understand that this is what he wants to do. Like, just submit and give him the authority to do it for you. You got a problem in your relationship, pray about it. You got a problem with your parents or whatever it is, your children, pray about it. That's the only thing to do. You trying to force a thing is not going to be the way. You trying to fight with your fists or fight with your money or whatever, it can be a drain. If you feeding your money to the wrong place, it can become a bottomless pit. You know, you can throw your money the wrong way. You need to hear the Lord's voice. Train your ear. Try to tune your ear on his voice. Try to slow it down. Get quiet. Get intentional. And talk to God. He has all authority and all power. You know. Use his name. His name is Yah. You can call him Yahweh. His son's name is Jesus. You can call him Yeshua or Yahushua. Um, God is a man of many ways, a God of many names. He's whoever you need him to be. That's why they call him I am. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nishi, Jehovah, all of these things, So he's everything and everywhere. He is omnipresence. He is the one and only true God. So, with that being said, um, as you see that he fought your battle that you didn't even know you had before you had it, he goes before you. He was before you, but he goes before you, which means after you. And he's also here in the present. So he's in your past, your present, and your future. And the same way that he saved you from worshiping a false god, an idol, which would have been Moses' dead body, which his soul was present with him at the time, and you sitting down here worshiping the carcass of it. You know what I'm saying? Like he saved you from that. He spared you from that because that it probably wouldn't have been no greater idolatry that ever existed to the point where the devil himself popped up and tried to seize that moment. So with that being said, thank him for that because you wouldn't have been able to be saved if you could go to Moses' body right now and pray over it and kiss his old crusty feet. You feel me? His 4,000-year-old feet dusted. You would have been over there crying over right now. And that's not what God wants for your life. What did he tell Joshua? As soon as Moses died, Moses is gone. That's the first thing he said. Your man's is gone. What you gonna do? Now I'm gonna be with you, just like I was with him. But we moving forward. Alright? Alright. That was that. Done. What's done is done. Let the dead bury the dead. Alright. It's Mr. Israelite and it's real life. Goodbye.